Hi guys. This is not an easy video to film, but I feel like I need to. I need to talk about this. I need to deal with it. So, you all know, I lost my mom last year in September. I'm gonna try not to cry, okay? And I'm just gonna be open and honest and tell you, if you haven't noticed, I've not been dealing with this in a healthy way at all. And not in the sense of like I've turned to self-soothing practices that aren't good for me, but I've just not accepted it or learned the techniques to dealing with it. I feel like I'm 100%, I know there's like stages of grief, and I'm 100% stuck in denial. And I realized, like, in order for me to live with this and process it, I need help. So that's what I'm doing. I feel like it's important to share my journey through this with you guys, because honestly, so many of you have reached out to me, whether it be in comments or an email, telling me that, you know, you have gone through something like this. You've lost a parent or someone really close to you, and you know, that's hard. I had no idea how many people had gone through this. It's one of those things you don't think about unless you've personally gone through it, and I wish nobody ever has to, honestly. But you know, therapy to me has always been a very scary thought, but my mom would have wanted me to talk to somebody, and for me, it just, the whole thought seemed super overwhelming. So I was just like, oh, I'll deal with it. But it's just getting a little bit harder, and I need to understand that, like, it's okay to reach out for help. It's okay to need someone to guide you through this. That's why there are people who are professionals that deal with this, that, you know, that help people, so many people every day. And that's why when I received an email from BetterHelp, I took it as a sign. Now, you can believe in what you want to believe in. I took it as a sign from my mom telling me it's okay to need help. It's okay to accept that you're not okay. And so, sorry, don't want to cry. So I do want to say thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. And you guys know that, like, I don't take sponsors that aren't like real, authentic, either thoughts or experiences, whatever. And this to me just felt so freaking right, because I know that I can't be the only one struggling. I know that I'm not the only one that needs to talk to somebody. And if I can share with you my experience with this whole new world that I've not even gone into, like, that's what I'm gonna do. Because my channel's not just makeup, beauty, fashion, fitness, lifestyle. It's everything. It's my life. And I've been very open with you guys, and I just feel like I need to continue to be open, and I want to share with you guys my experience with this, because maybe this is your sign to be okay to reach out and get help. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what BetterHelp has to offer, what my journey is going to look like, and it just started, and share throughout the process, like check-ins and updates and what I think and how I love it, and what I don't like about all of that. My experience, truly open and honestly, because I need to process through this. And maybe your situation is different. Maybe you're not dealing with grief, but maybe you're dealing with anything. I mean, the past over a year now has been crazy for so many people, and mental health is such a huge thing. And it's been, for me, I know in my family and just in general growing up, was not super openly widely accepted to really talk about mental health, and I think now it really is. And that's why I don't feel taboo about talking about this or like admitting that I need help. And yeah, that's why I wanted to share this with you. So something that I really loved about my experience with BetterHelp so far, I just got matched with my counselor like a day or two ago, so I still have not gone through the process, but they asked you a bunch of different questions that I never even thought like somebody would ask me, or I never even thought like I had an issue with that. And then I started thinking, you know, maybe I do. Maybe it's deeper than just this. Maybe it's not just my grief that I need to process through. Because I see my grief coming out in anger as well, and I hate that. I hate it so much. I don't want to be an angry person. But they ask you questions, and I think that's huge, because like so many therapists, like you don't get to do that with a therapist. Like, well, how do they know if you're the right client for them? I think it's just as much like that person needs to be equipped to handle you and what you're going through, as much as you need to make sure that that therapist can help you with what you're going through. Like it's so multidimensional. And I think it's like saying that one therapist just because it's close to your house is like your person is like so messed up. And that is one of the scariest parts for me. Like I didn't want to go like traditional therapy. Thinking about it was very overwhelming for me for many different reasons. First one being, what if that person just isn't my person? Like, yes, they've dealt with grief. What if they don't know how to deal with my grief? What if, well, the other thing is, you guys know if you watch my vlogs, my moments happen so sporadically. My moments where I like feel like I can't handle what I'm going through at that moment, and I crawl into bed and I don't leave the bed for the day. And I really wish I had somebody to talk to during that time, which leads me to another point of BetterHelp, is you can access someone 5 days a week through a text, through a phone call, through Skype, however you want to contact that person. And that's so much better than the idea of like a freestanding appointment every week, because that overwhelms me. What if I'm not sad that week? What if sometimes therapy takes a lot out of you. Well, what I know of, or what I've heard, because I've never done it. And what if I just can't mentally stomach that day? What if I don't want to that day? And what if there's just so much, that felt overwhelming. The thought of an appointment every single week, the thought of an appointment every 2 weeks wasn't enough. Like the whole thought of it just really was hard. And then do I write down my feelings in the moment that I was having so that I can talk about it next week in therapy? Like, I wanted someone to work through it when I was going through it. And that is something that like really clicked with me with BetterHelp, is that you can text them when you're feeling this way. You can set up a Skype appointments, you can call on the phone, like they're there when you need them, which is something that really felt like I can do this. Okay, because I don't have to talk about it right away, or I can talk about it right away, or I can talk about it when it works for me. The other thing about it is I did get matched with a counselor. If I don't like that counselor, it's free to change. And that felt really nice, because the thought of telling like an actual person to their face that like, hey, I'm sure you're a great therapist, but you're not great for me, was really hard and overwhelming for me as well. Everybody deals with different anxieties, and the last thing you want to do is feel like anxious to tell your therapist that it's not working out. It's like breaking up a relationship and trying to start all over with somebody new and going through that whole process and like, can I trust them, blah, blah, blah. You can change your therapist for free anytime at BetterHelp. And that to me, again, was like another weight lifted off my shoulders. I feel like they took the common anxiety that people have with getting therapy and kind of made it catered to that. It's freaking amazing. Now, nowhere is this like a life crisis line. Like if you are feeling, then you don't reach out to this line. This is a line for therapy and for help long-term with something that's making you unhappy or whatever your case may be. But this isn't a life crisis line, obviously. I also love how much more affordable this is compared to traditional therapy as well, for the amount of like one-on-one you get with their therapist. That's something that's like mind-blowing to me. Therapy can be very, very expensive, whether you have insurance, don't have insurance, whatever the case may be. This just seems like a really affordable, for the catering, the one-on-one you get with that person feels amazing. And like I said, if for any reason like you don't feel like this counselor meets your needs, which they strive to do, like that's why it takes time for you, after you fill out the survey, it takes time for you to get matched with somebody, because it's a two-way street, like trying to find the best person to meet your needs. You can switch at any time. Again, that's something that was very, very important to me. So again, thank you for BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, not health. I feel like sometimes I say it wrong, or it sounds wrong, but I will have everything listed down below for you guys, details, anything like that. And if this is what you needed as a sign to reach out and admit that you need help with whatever is making you unhappy in your life, or, you know, you just want to talk to somebody who knows or can understand or has a degree to helping these people. These people are licensed therapists, and it's very secure as well. It's a very secure site. So you're texting, but you're not, like, your information is not, you know, out there for everyone to see. And they can help you with a broad range of things that you probably didn't even know that somebody could do. I know I didn't know. So more than just obviously this being an amazing opportunity for me to share my experience with you guys, and help anybody who's going through something like this, has been through something like this, has maybe pushed it off to the side or tried talking to friends or family about this, it's not the same as really getting help. And I know that if I don't get help with this, I'm never going to fully process it. And the first step is the hardest, and it's reaching out and admitting that you need help and getting it. And this is just a way that I feel so comfortable doing it. It's a way that just seems so effortless, not effortless, but just like a baby step. Like I can be in the safety of my own home. I don't have to go into an office. I don't have to be uncomfortable. I don't have to think about what I'm wearing or look like. I don't have to think about any of that. I can think just about my mom and how I'm feeling and how that makes me feel. And I can talk to somebody, and I can know that it's going to be the right person. If it's not, I will find the right person for me. Like that's something that also just feels so amazing. So with everything that's been going on, like Arlo's birthday party, planning all of that without my mom, just anything, I just realized like I really need to come to terms with the fact that like I need to open up. I need to get professional help. And I also feel like this is just such a huge part of me that I want to share it with you guys. So I hope that you are looking forward to this. I don't know, I feel like you guys really enjoy when I open up, so I felt like, you know, letting you into a little more piece of me. I know when other people open up about things, influencers, people that I watch, it makes me feel like I can connect to them, and it makes me feel like it's okay to feel a certain way. And so I hope that this journey that I go on, that I can bring you all along with me, that you want to go along with me. And if you need help with anything in your life, that you feel comfortable and confident, and like it's okay to reach out. So I hope that, I don't know why you would enjoy this video, but I hope that maybe me opening up about my experience with this whole process will make you feel like you can get help as well if you need it. So like I said, everything will be listed down below for you guys. I'm excited to share my process of going through all of this with you guys. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun all the time, but I know that I need to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, everything will be listed down below for you guys. Thank you so much for BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video and reaching out to me in a time that I had no idea that this is what I needed. I like to thank my mom for that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you all in my next video.